Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Cutter here coming at you guys yet again with another video. This one is going to be my Xbox 360 game collection. Now it's going to be different than my other video of my Xbox 360 game collection because instead of just being like, here's this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, I'm going to take a second and I'm actually going to talk about the game. Just give a really short description and what I thought of the game. Alright, so let's get started. First off, Left 4 Dead. This is a fantastic game. Very good multiplayer zombie game. Next up, I have BioShock Ultimate Rapture Edition. I've only played the first one of these. I've yet to get to the second one yet, but this is a fantastic game. I love it. Definitely recommend picking this up. Alright, next up is a Bulletstorm Epic Edition. I got this game for $8 from Best Buy. I got really lucky on it. If you like Gears of War, you'll definitely like this game. This game is like a, in my personal opinion, it's like a cruder version. Like you get bonus points for shooting somebody in the balls and then going up and kicking their head off. So, very fun game. Alright, next up, Fallout New Vegas. Fantastic game. If I had to choose one of my favorite games on the Xbox 360, this would definitely be one of them. Definitely recommend picking this one up. Right, next up, Fallout 3, same as Fallout New Vegas. This one, the setting of the world, in my personal opinion, is better, but as far as like the weapons and just the way your character moves and how the other people move, it's not as good as New Vegas, which would make sense because it was released before New Vegas. Right, next up, Dishonored. This is a fantastic game. I definitely recommend picking this game up. You have to like you don't have to sneak around, but you can sneak around, and then your decisions change your outcome, which is really neat. Next up, Oblivion Game of the Year Edition. If you own an Xbox 360 and you've never played this, I don't know what's wrong with you. This is a great game. I personally like this one better than Skyrim. Definitely recommend this. Next up, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. I don't think a lot of people know about this game. It's a fantasy RPG. Just personal opinion here, I would rather play this over Skyrim. That's just me though. But I definitely recommend picking this up if you're into fantasy RPGs, and it's the world that you're in is like something you would find in like an MMORPG game. So very recommend picking this up. Next up, I have the Borderlands like add-ons, and then I have the game, which sadly I don't have the case to, which would be, I wish I did. I need to just get something to put it in for right now though. Currently don't have anything. But there's that Borderlands. It's fantastic, very fun. I've yet to play the second one, but I also heard that one was really good. But it's a very fun game. It's a little bit different. Good sandbox game. Next up, Dragon Age Origins. I bought this one a few months ago for I believe $5. I have yet to play it, but from what I've seen on it, a lot of people do enjoy it. So I'll get back to you guys on this one. Next up, Crackdown. I got this for $3, and I personally wouldn't recommend it. I didn't enjoy it at all, honestly. So there you go. There's Crackdown from my perspective. Army of Two. This is a great game. This is the only Army of Two I've played. I haven't played any of the other ones. This is a great multiplayer game or a great single player game. Very fun. Very much recommend it. Next up is Darksiders. I got this for $20. I think whenever it was still $40, they were having like a special thing or something like that at either Best Buy or GameStop. I can't remember, but if you like hack and slash games, this is a must in my opinion. Very, very fun. Next up, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. It was alright. If you can find it for like $10 somewhere, I would recommend picking this up, but I wouldn't pay $20 for this again. It was kind of a letdown. It's still a pretty good game, I guess, but it doesn't live up to what most Mortal Kombat games are. So this one, if you can find it cheap, get it. Next up, Two Worlds. I hate this game. It had a lot of hype going for it, and I thought it was going to be really good and really interesting. But it was just a huge letdown. To me, it's really buggy, and the voice acting's horrible. And they could have done so much more with this and made it so much better. I've yet to play the second one, but as for this personally is my most hated game on the Xbox 360 out of the games that I've played. Next up, Guitar Hero World Tour. If you've played a Guitar Hero game, you would like this one. It's just like all the other ones pretty much. So if you're a fan of Guitar Hero or Rock Band, recommend picking this up. Next up, Dragon Ball Raging Blast. Fun Dragon Ball game, or Dragon Ball Z game. If you're into fighting games and you enjoy Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, recommend picking this one up. Next up is Dead Island, Game of the Year edition. It has all the DLCs for it. Dead Island, a lot of people didn't like it too terribly much. I personally loved it. I played through the Ryder campaign on here as well. The Ryder White episode, yeah, that's what it says. I had fun with that. I found this game to be very enjoyable, and I definitely recommend picking this up. Next up, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This is a fantastic game. I think the first one was better, but if you're a fan of Star Wars and you enjoy Star Wars games, this is something that I do recommend picking up. Next up, these are just two of the two DLCs to Fallout 3. I think these are a definite must. Point Lookout was fantastic, one of my favorite. My favorite though off of this whole thing was the Pit. Just very enjoyable. Operation Anchorage I didn't like too terribly much. I mean, it was kind of fun, but it just didn't pertain to the actual story too much. And Broken Steel was added a little bit more onto the game. Next up, EA Sports MMA. If you've played the UFC games and you enjoyed those, you'll enjoy these. Or this game. It was pretty fun. I had quite a bit of fun with it, but I would rather play like a UFC game over this EA Sports MMA game. Next up, Gears of War Triple Pack. I've only played the first one off of this game too, but I enjoy Gears of War from what I've played on it so far. It's very fun, and I most definitely recommend picking it up. And if you're going to pick it up, might as well just pick this one up. This cost me $20, I believe, new from Best Buy, and it comes with the first one, the second one, and an add-on to the second game. So I definitely recommend picking this up. Next up, Halo 3 ODST. I don't recommend this game to anybody. This is my second most hated game out of the Halo franchise, the first one being Halo Wars, just because I don't enjoy those types of games. But I don't recommend picking this up. Next up, Sniper Elite V2. Very fun game, very fun shooter. You actually kind of have to be stealthy. You can't just barge in and start shooting up everybody or you'll more than likely die, but it's very fun, like stealthy, actual sniper style game. And there's a lot of cool like effects and stuff that they put in there. Like whenever you shoot somebody inside the jaw or something, it'll like do like X-ray vision. It'll show it going through their jaw. Really neat game. Definitely recommend this one. Next up, Fable 3. I personally love Fable, no matter what Fable it is. The first one is my all-time favorite. This one is in last place for being my favorite. It was okay, I guess. If you're a fan of Fable and you want all of the games that they've released so far, pick this up. But if you have a choice, I would recommend picking up either the second one or the first one if you have an Xbox 360 that can play Xbox games, because I don't know if they all can play it. But I recommend the second one and the first one well over this one. This one's decent though. Alright, next up, Fable 2. I found this one to be quite fun. I didn't like the fact that they took out a lot of the stuff that they had inside of Fable 1 though. But I do recommend picking this game up if you own a 360. It's very fun, and I believe it's well worth the time to go through the campaign. Next up, Rage. This game is very enjoyable. I do recommend picking it up. The only thing I didn't like, it's 2-disc, so you think it would have like all this content on there or something, right? Not really. It's not too terribly long of a game, but if you enjoy like post-apocalyptic worlds and like just some weird stuff, it's fun. It has you going back to the same place a few times though, which isn't all that fun because you already went through there and you already know how to get through it. But you can drive cars in it. If you enjoy post-apocalyptic games, I recommend this. Last but not least is Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. This game, if you enjoy old Genesis games or just old games in general, I recommend picking this up. I'm going to tell you guys all the games that are inside of on this one disc. There is Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, which is very fun. I had a lot of fun with that one. Alien Storm, haven't played that one yet. Altered Beast is kind of fun, I guess. Beyond Oasis, haven't played that yet. Bonanza Bros, like I haven't played that one. Columns, haven't played that. Comic Zone, I found that to be very fun. Decap Attack, starring Chuck D. Head, haven't played that. Dynamite Headdy, it's fun. Echo the Dolphin, haven't played it. Echo the Tides of Time, haven't played it. E-SWAT, haven't played it. Fatal Labyrinth, pretty fun. Flicky, it's very fun, a little frustrating sometimes though. Gain Ground, haven't played it. Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3, I found those to be very enjoyable. Kid Chameleon, haven't played that one either. Phantasy Star 2, haven't had the chance to play that. Phantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom, and Phantasy Star 4, The End of the Millennium, haven't played those yet either. Rise Star, yet to play that. Shining Force and Shining Force 2, those are pretty fun. Shining in the Darkness, have yet to play that. Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, very fun game. Shinobi's very enjoyable. Sonic 3, fun. Sonic 3D Blast, I didn't really like it too terribly much. Sonic and Knuckles, pretty fun. Sonic Spinball, it's okay, I guess, a little bit different version of a pinball game. Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, those are pretty enjoyable if you enjoy Sonic games. Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, very fun. Probably some of my favorite games off of here. Super Thunderblade, I didn't enjoy it too much. And then Vector Man and Vector Man 2, those are pretty fun. And then you can unlock other games on here as well. Golden Axe Warrior, Phantasy Star, Alien Syndrome, Altered Beast, Fantasy Zone, Shinobi, Space Harrier, Zaxxon, I believe, and Congo Bongo. I've only unlocked Shinobi and Altered Beast. But if you are a fan of older games and you don't own the system, and you want to play all these games but you don't have the money to go buy all the games that I listed on here, definitely recommend picking this up if you own a 360. I think it's very much worth the money. Alright guys, those are all of my current Xbox 360 games. I do have Medal of Honor Warfighter and the Orange Box as well, but I'm currently letting a friend borrow both of those, which is why they're not inside of this video. So those are all my Xbox 360 games. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.